Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. Welcome back to another What's for Dinner. If you are new here, What's for Dinner is just me filming 3 different meals that I make throughout the week. I don't typically reshare recipes. I find new recipes to share with you to give you plenty of dinner inspiration. I'm really excited about our first meal this week. We are having mini barbecue bacon cheddar meatloaves. I'm also going to be making some mashed potatoes. For our hamburger meat or our ground beef and our bacon, I'm using ButcherBox, and they very kindly sponsored today's video. If you've been with my channel for a while, you know that we love ButcherBox and I've worked with them several times, and there's a reason. The taste and the quality cannot be beat. We love our ButcherBox meat. If you aren't familiar with ButcherBox, it is a subscription service that delivers the highest quality meats right to your doorstep. And when I say highest quality, I mean that ButcherBox sources from farmers and fishermen who meet the highest standards for quality. Here I'm just unboxing my latest box. We did another custom box. I really enjoy kind of just picking out what meats we want. They also have curated boxes. I'll tell you a little more about that in just a little bit. So you can change it up each time. You can get different types of meat each time, and you can also choose your delivery frequency. Their meat is just unbeatable. It's 100% grass-fed, grass-finished beef, free-range organic chicken, humanely raised pork, and wild-caught seafood directly to your doorstep. And yes, it does arrive to your doorstep frozen, but it is frozen at the peak freshness. And I have never once been able to tell that this meat had at one time been frozen. It tastes so fresh. And I really love that ButcherBox works with hundreds of farmers to raise the bar for how animals are treated while making decisions that help improve the outlook for future farmers. It's something that takes extra time and dedication, and they make sure to pay attention to that detail. We were so excited to receive this box because we really chose some great cuts, and we're going to be using a lot of those in this week's video. They really do offer an unbeatable value, with the average cost being less than $6 per meal. I'm going to show you here how their website works. It is so easy to navigate. You just go on and you choose your box. So you've got the mixed box, the beef and chicken, beef and pork, all beef, or the very popular custom box, which is what we've been doing the last few times. Once you choose the box that works best for your family and your tastes, you're going to then choose the frequency, and then it's going to arrive to your doorstep in an eco-friendly 100% recyclable box, and shipping is always free. So I'm showing you the difference here between a curated box and a custom box, and you can always choose the classic box or the big box that has a lot more meat in it. So be sure to check out ButcherBox. Click the link in my description box. New members are going to receive 1 pack of bacon in every box for the lifetime of their membership. You're going to get bacon for life. Shipping is always free, like I mentioned, and you and your family will get to enjoy some really high quality meat from ButcherBox. Now let's get started making the mini barbecue bacon cheddar meatloaves. Spoiler alert, they are delicious. Okay, I'm just going to let these cool, and then I will crumble these and I'll put them in a little container and put them in the fridge until I'm ready to cook tonight. So the recipe calls for just regular cheddar cheese. We still have this half a block of Colby Jack cheese, so I'm just going to use this. So I've got 2 pounds of ground beef. This is 85% lean. I'm going to add in our 2 eggs, 6 ounces of chili sauce, so half of this bottle, our bacon that I've cooked and crumbled up, 1.5 cups of cheese. It calls for sharp cheddar. This is Colby Jack. 1/2 cup of panko breadcrumbs, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of the Dub sauce, Worcestershire. When I overthink it, I can't say it. 1 teaspoon of yellow mustard, a teaspoon of minced garlic, and 1 teaspoon of seasoned salt. So now we're gonna make 8 small loaves. Let's see how this goes. I gotta portion these out right. Now we need just about a half a cup of barbecue sauce. I'm just gonna use what I have on hand. I'm gonna pour a little bit on each one and then I'm gonna brush it out. I've got my oven preheated to 425. We're gonna put these in at 25 minutes and then after the timer goes off, I'm gonna turn it over to broil for like 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so the timer just went off. We're gonna switch it over to broil and I'm gonna set the timer again for about 3 minutes.
So I'm excited because this is the second time that we're having a meatloaf-like dish within about a week. And I love meatloaf. So
try it.
Yeah.
Eat it.
I got it. All right, first of all, you gotta, if it's good meatloaf, it's gotta cut a certain way, right? Look at that. Oh man, it's like butter.
This.
Oh boy. It's so soft.
Cole is so excited he can't contain himself.
Man, that's good. There's just so much here. I mean, the barbecue sauce, the bacon. You definitely get the barbecue sauce. You most certainly get the smokiness of the bacon, and then the Worcestershire sauce is definitely coming through as well. I mean, it is like, these are some really bold flavors in this meatloaf.
Yeah, that sauce will be there and you'll be eating and then you'll get some of that sauce and it just...
Yeah, it's really bold. Exactly.
I love you.
I love the texture of it. The texture is very reminiscent of what we had
the other day.
You know,
I think it's that cheese because both of these had cheese in them.
I think you're right. It's the cheese, the egg.
Yeah.
And then you use breadcrumbs to hold together. It's tremendous.
Well, I'm so excited. I need to eat. I'll be back. So, we've had 2 phenomenal meatloaves in the course of a week. The guys cannot get over this one. Like, look at their plates. Yeah. Y'all, this is so good. That smoky flavor comes out in it. And I love that this is faster than cooking a traditional meatloaf because traditional meatloaf takes around an hour, maybe a little bit more, just depending on how large it is. But since these are so small, it only took 30 minutes. It was great.
Man, that's good. You're gonna try this. I'm serious. This is really good.
Okay, it's our second meal of the week, and normally that's just another meal, but tonight it's Subbie Supper night. Tonight's Subbie Supper comes from Kari. Kari lives in Milwaukee, Wisconsin with her husband Brandon. They were high school sweethearts. They've been together for 16 years, married for 9. They have 2 daughters, a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old, and they also have an 11-year-old Yorkie poo named Shadow. Kari said that Brandon really loves chicken Marsala at Olive Garden, so when they tried this recipe for the first time, it was love at first taste. So we're really excited to give this one a try. This is chicken Marsala in the Instant Pot. First thing I'm gonna do is turn my Instant Pot to saute and let that heat up. I'm gonna season my chicken with this Auntie No-No's. The recipe calls for just salt and pepper and garlic powder. All of that is in here. I've got chicken thighs that I'm using. And you want about 1 to 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs for this recipe. Stephen didn't trust that there was enough salt and pepper in the Auntie No-No's. But we're gonna make Stephen happy and we're gonna add a little more salt and pepper.
Yeah.
My Instant Pot is hot. I'm gonna use this olive oil spray. I've never used it before. Oh, ooh, ain't that nice. 1 teaspoon of butter. Let that melt. We're gonna brown our chicken thighs in batches. Actually, it might all fit down in here just fine. Perfect. We're just going to remove our chicken. So we flipped them a little too early the first time. You'll notice they're not as brown on this side. You really want to wait until the chicken releases from the bottom. That's when you know it's ready to flip. We kind of forced it the first time and that was my fault, but this is the color you want. I'm going to add a teaspoon of butter in. This thing sprays so nice. I love it. We're gonna add in our mushrooms. You want about 2 cups of sliced mushrooms. The recipe calls for shallots, but neither grocery store that I went to had shallots, so we're just gonna use onion. I'm gonna start sauteing this and then we'll add in our garlic in just a minute. I added another teaspoon of butter just because I felt like it. Cole is not here tonight, hence why I'm doing this particular recipe. He is not a mushroom fan, so I'm really excited to give this a try. Also, if you don't have an Instant Pot, there are directions on the recipe to do this on the stovetop. So I'm gonna link it below. If you don't have an Instant Pot, you can still do this one. Let's go ahead and add our garlic in. We've got 3 or 4 or 5 cloves of garlic. I don't know, Stephen did this. This looks like more than 3. How many did you do, like 6?
I mean, a clove is subjective. Okay.
A clove is a clove.
Well, not all cloves are equal.
Okay, we're adding in a lot of garlic. Oh, that smells good. Okay, I feel like these are good and soft. We left them in there for 3 or 4 minutes. We're gonna add in ½ a cup of chicken broth. And this is where I'm going to deglaze my pan and scrape up all that stuff on the bottom. Let's add in our Marsala cooking wine. I've got 3/4 a cup of it. Now let's add our chicken back in. We're going to add a little more salt and pepper. Make sure it's set to sealing. We're gonna pressure cook this. First we gotta cancel because it's on saute. Now I'm gonna hit pressure cook and we're doing it for 10 minutes. Gonna have a little intermission here. I've had a lot of questions lately about people not being able to find the recipe in my description box, and a lot of people don't even really know where the description box is. And honestly, YouTube does not make it super easy to know that there is a description box. So let me show you. So here's one of my videos. It's playing at the top up there. There is a little drop down button, a little arrow right here. Click that, and that pulls up my description box. And here are recipes in the blue. You can click on it, and it will take you directly to the recipe on their website. I hope that's helpful. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Let's let this quick release. Let's take the chicken and the mushrooms out. Oh my word. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna thicken up this sauce with some cornstarch. Now I'm gonna take about half a cup of this juice here. One other thing I need to do is turn this off and turn it back over to saute. I've got a couple of teaspoons of melted butter and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. So let's just whisk this together. We'll pour it back in just a second. Let's add this back in, and we're going to just kind of watch this, stir it every so often. And it'll probably take about 5 minutes, but it's gonna thicken up. Okay, that's gotten nice and thick. I'm gonna turn it off. We're gonna add our chicken and our mushrooms back in. Really quickly, I just wanted to tell you about this. This came in the mail from Amazon from Barbara. She sent this to us, and Steven is very much in love. He's already eaten 1 bag of them. She sent us several bags, but it's a perfect topper for a salad.
Or you can eat it as a snack.
Lou, you can't have jalapenos. So thank you, Barbara, for sending these over. Steven loves them. Okay.
All right, let's do this. Wow. Chicken is very tender. Oh man, it just smells delicious. Some of the sauce on there. This Marsala sauce is incredible.
Incredible.
That is delicious. Buttery, garlicky, rich flavor of the Marsala sauce. Incredible. And you have the mushrooms, just such a hearty, meaty sauce is what that is.
Well, I can't stand to listen to you talk about it anymore. My mouth is over here watering. I'm gonna eat. Well, Kari, this is a huge hit with me and Steven. This is like the perfect date night at home meal. Now, Steven said it's been a long time since he's had chicken Marsala at Olive Garden, but he said this is very reminiscent of that. It tastes just like he remembers, so it's kind of like a copycat. So thank you for sharing this with us, and y'all have got to give this one a try. Good morning, and yes, I am saying good morning because I am going to get these ButcherBox pork chops into a marinade to marinate all day long, and then we're gonna grill them out tonight. Okay, to get started on the marinade, I've just got this bowl here. I'm gonna combine everything in here. I need 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I need 1/4 cup each of low sodium soy sauce and extra virgin olive oil. Two tablespoons of the Dub sauce. A teaspoon of salt. A 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. and about 3 teaspoons of this minced garlic. Just gonna whisk all of this together. Okay, so I've got our pork chops here in this large Ziploc bag. I'm gonna pour our marinade over, and then we're just gonna put this in the fridge. You need to marinate this for at least 2 hours. But like I mentioned, it's morning time here, so these are just gonna marinate all day long. Okay, I'll see you guys tonight. Okay, it is now 5:30 p.m. These have been marinating for about 8 hours. Steven just went outside to start up the grill, and I took these out to kind of get them more to room temperature before we put them on the grill. And then we're also going to be making Brussels sprouts tonight in the air fryer. I have shared this recipe multiple times, but I'll kind of give you a quick overview.
That's tender. Oh, that marinade is good.
You like that?
Mm-hmm. Definitely get the garlic flavor that was in the marinade. I saw those little bits of garlic in there.
Yeah.
So that's definitely there. And then obviously it's, you know, cooked on the charcoal, so you've got that good smoky flavor. And then, but for the dark part of the marinade, was that like soy sauce and Worcestershire sauce?
Very good. So he wasn't in there this morning when I was doing that. He was working. But yeah, and it's got brown sugar in there too.
Mm.
So we like that, huh? Cole, do you like it?
Oh yeah.
He's over there digging in. He can't be bothered to give us a thumbs up or two.
I like the sugar helps the caramelization.
Yeah.
That's why you've got that nice dark spots there on the meat.
Yep.
Enhances the flavor. It's really good.
Okay, I'm gonna dig in. This looks so delicious. Well, y'all, the marinade is so good, and these pork chops cannot be beat. These are the ButcherBox pork chops, and they are so tender. They've got so much flavor just on their own without even the marinade, so they are delicious. So I've had the question asked, why are her eyes dilated all the time? It's because she's so old and she is starting to go blind. Her vision is nowhere near what it used to be, so her eyes never, you know, like shrink back down. They're always dilated. Yeah. See, I'm just a little old woman. Yeah. Can I help you? hope you found some new dinner ideas for you and your family. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and if you haven't already, I would love for you to join my YouTube family and hit that red subscribe button before you go. Also, don't forget to check in the description box. I've got a link there for ButcherBox, and new members are going to receive 1 pack of bacon in every box for the lifetime of their membership. Thank you again to ButcherBox for sponsoring this episode of What's for Dinner. I will see y'all again soon. Bye.
How did that piece of butter get down in there?
Look, everything is better with butter. I just felt like it needed more. So here we are.
I like you.
I like you too.
Them babies are swimming in a pool of deliciousness.
They are.
Man, look at that.
Yes.
Boy.